have enough of a chance to get custody of my kids, which he had adopted legally, and I couldn't let that happen. And I just looked at her and I said, thank you, and I hung up the phone.
But if the answer satisfied some need to know, the pain was and is no different. Richard Scheck is dead. His quirkiness, adventurous spirit, devotion to those Boy Scouts, all gone.
We had a thing, it was called a Richard fire. If it wasn't stoked up and burning bright and the flames almost licking the treetops, it wasn't a good fire. So if you want a Richard fire, that's the fire you gotta have. And when we're at scouting events and we see the big fire we built and the smoke coming up, we all talk about Richard.
That's all for now. I'm Lester Holt. Thanks for joining us.
NBC4 News at 11 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news now at 11, a deadly drive-by shooting at a gas station in East LA. Our News Top report was over the 76th station at Olympic in Indiana. The LA County Sheriff's Department saying that shooting happened just before 8 tonight. The man who was hit was taken to the hospital where he died. No one has been arrested, and now the Sheriff's Department is asking anyone with information to come forward.
This day and age in our country, why people have to be so chaotic and murderous. It's God's day. Come on, you know.
And tonight, more breaking news. The new findings in the mass shooting and fiery attack at an LDS church in Michigan. The gunman ramming his truck through the front doors and opening fire. Tonight, the violence is prompting vigilance here at home. Today's gunfire tearing through the church just outside of Detroit.
And tonight, local churches here in Southern California are on high alert.
Police say the gunman in today's attack also deliberately set fire to the church, and worshipers were forced to shield children when he opened fire.
At this hour, we know at least 4 people are dead. 8 others are wounded. Officers killed the shooter in the parking lot of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The FBI now looking into the shooter's past history with the Marines as they continue to search for a motive.
NBC4's Camila Rambaldi is tracking it all. She is live in Mar Vista with the response that we are hearing here at home. Camila.
Jonathan and Kathy, in response to the tragedy today in Michigan, Mayor Karen Bass saying that the LAPD will be increasing patrols at places of worship across the city. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department also saying it will add additional patrols as well. I spoke with some church members here today, and they say they are hoping for peace.
The impacts of a deadly attack at a church in Grand Blanc, Michigan, being felt right here in Los Angeles tonight. The shooting happened at a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I mean, it's horrible. It shouldn't have happened.
Our hearts just go out to the families. Even the shooter, the guy that came in, as a whole, we respond with love and that we're praying for him.
Officials have identified the suspect as 40-year-old Thomas Sanford. NBC News reporting that the suspect had served in the Marines. Police say the shooter drove through the doors of the church, got out of a car, and with an assault rifle, fired at people there for the Sunday service.
That suspect is deceased as well.
Authorities also say a fire broke out at the church, and they believe it was set by the gunman. This drone video capturing the large dark plume of smoke over the church.
These first responders right now, they're in recovery mode.
The suspect used an accelerant of some sort, we believe gasoline, and lit the church on fire.
NBC4 law enforcement analyst Dr. Errol Southers weighing in on the shooting.
So the FBI will have the lead. They will be first looking to make sure that we have a lone assailant at this point. Unfortunately, attacks on religious institutions are increasing in frequency and also increasing with regards to lethality.
Mayor Bass posting on X today saying this type of violence is reprehensible and should have no place in our country. My heart is with the families impacted and the entire Grand Blanc community. Out of an abundance of caution, both the LAPD and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department will be increasing patrols around places of worship. An LAPD captain telling NBC4 there is no known threat locally. A statement from the LASD reads, "We are actively assessing any potential threat to Los Angeles County." The statement goes on to say, "We will also be reaching out to our faith-based partners to encourage the prompt reporting of any suspicious activity." Church members here in Mar Vista gathering in prayer after today's tragedy.
I wasn't hesitant to come to church. I mean, I knew coming to church we would just talk about just that it was a tragedy and that we would come together in prayer and pray for those families.
And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints released a statement today. I want to read part of it. A church spokesperson saying, quote, "Places of worship are meant to be sanctuaries of peacemaking, prayer, and connection. We pray for peace and healing for all involved," end quote. We're live tonight in Mar Vista. Camilla Rambaldi, NBC4 News.
Camilla, thank you so much. And all of this comes as followers of the LDS Church are also mourning the loss of their president. Russell M. Nelson was the oldest ever serving president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In a statement, the church says that he died at his home in Salt Lake City last night. He was named an apostle in 1984 and then became a leader of the church in 2018. Nelson was 101 years old. And right now, more breaking news, this time from Boyle Heights. One person is dead after a truck plowed into parked cars.
It all happened right in front of Boyle Heights City Hall. Our Macy Jenkins explains what happened and gives out the suspect information.
One person is dead after a pickup truck ran into two vehicles parked on Chicago and First Streets in Boyle Heights, just a few blocks east of the 10 freeway. Police say the driver got out and ran away from the accident, but officers later tracked him down and arrested him. A view from News Chopper 4 shows an overturned white truck near a curb at Chicago and First Streets in Boyle Heights Sunday afternoon. Detective Ramirez with LAPD's traffic division told NBC4 the truck was headed westbound when it collided with two parked vehicles, including the white truck with a red truck bed now in the street. He says 5 people were in the white truck, a male driver, a passenger, and 3 women riding unrestrained in the bed of the truck. According to LA Fire Department, one of the people was briefly trapped inside of the truck after the collision. LAPD says the passenger died in the accident, and the 3 women were taken to the hospital, one in critical condition, the other 2 in serious condition. The driver, according to Detective Ramirez, fled the scene, prompting LAPD canine units to go door to door to track him down. The neighborhood on lockdown for several hours until officers found and arrested the driver. He was transported to the hospital with injuries he suffered in the collision. We do not know the identity or gender of the person who died, and LAPD is still investigating the circumstances behind the collision. Police do not believe there was anyone inside of the parked cars at the time of the accident. Reporting in Boyle Heights tonight, Macy Jenkins, NBC4 News.
Now, more breaking news: an emergency landing tonight at LAX. A plane headed from San Diego to Dallas took a detour and touched down safely. News Chopper 4 was overhead as the Southwest flight came into the gate around 7:30. The plane took off from San Diego at 6:25, but soon after it was diverted to LAX for a possible maintenance issue. The airline released a statement saying the plane is being evaluated. They said they are working to get customers to Dallas just as soon as possible.
Let's go live outside right now as we look out from the top of Mount Wilson. Clear skies on this Sunday evening, though a few clouds there in the distance. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephanie Elma with more on our forecast. Stephanie.
Yeah, we're watching for that marine layer to roll back in across the region here. We'll be waking up to some clouds, a little bit of fog. Right now, we're checking out this live picture of downtown LA. Temperatures currently at 66. We're about 2 degrees cooler now compared to this time yesterday. Earlier today, it was pretty quiet. It was a different story yesterday. Yesterday, we had a couple of isolated storms. Today, not so much the case. We did have a pop-up shower over the Ventura County mountains. That area of low pressure continues to slide its way further east, and well, much quite a picture across Southern California. So we'll keep that trend going as we head into the coming days. As we go over your hour-by-hour forecast, this is for the Inland Empire. Sunny skies as we head into the late morning, afternoon hours. Temperatures gradually warming into the low 80s. So yet again, even as we head into tomorrow, we're talking about temperatures below normal, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. More on that coming up here in just a bit. For now, over to you, Jonathan.
Stephanie, thank you. New tonight, calls, videos, and photos still pouring into the NBC4 newsroom of this sight in the sky as SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket that launched at 7:05 p.m. from Vandenberg Space Force Base up in Santa Barbara County. A lot of you sent to so many great views of this launch. It was quite the sight, like this video that was taken right along the coast, and then this one from the Hollywood Bowl. Everyone there was eyes locked on the sky. The launch carried 28 Starlink satellites that will help improve internet access across the world. The rocket successfully made onto SpaceX's landing pad in the port of Long Beach.
All right, now to an NBC News exclusive. In a wide-ranging interview, President Trump said he may now be reconsidering plans to send National Guard members into the city of Portland. Now, yesterday, he ordered all necessary troops to Portland to protect ICE facilities in the area. Today, in response, the city of Portland and state of Oregon filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration blocking that deployment.
There is no insurrection. There is no threat to national security, and there is no need for military troops in our major city.
Speaking exclusively with NBC News, President Trump stopped short of committing to send in troops, saying we'll make a decision on that pretty soon. This week, additional National Guard members are being deployed to fight crime in Memphis under orders of President Trump.
Much more here at 11, including caution on the cliffs, more land movement in Ranch